Hey, you got time for a beer? I know I do. Welcome to my show. My name's Jake. You can find me at tubajake_69 on Untapped YouTube, Twitter, and Instagram. Tell me your stories. I like to hear them. Sometimes they even shout you out on my little show here. The beer that I've got today is by Beers Brewing Company, or Beers Brewery. It says Camden, Charlevoix, but also says to visit their pub in Petoskey, so up in the northwest corner of Michigan. It's the Brimley Stout, an oatmeal stout. Should be pretty good. It's mostly what I like. Fairly light, pretty dark. It doesn't have any fruit in it, but that could be interesting if you did that, because raisins in a beer would be different and would make sense with an oatmeal stout. So let's get this guy going. It says it's roasty, full-bodied, creamy. So let's see what this actually looks like. Looks like there's a lot of head on this one. It's okay though. I like head. It's the thought that counts. All right, here we go. Roasty. It's a little thinner than I thought it would be. I was figuring it'd feel a little bit more thick, because that's kind of what oatmeal does when you put it in a beer. It gives it more of a mouth feel, if you will. You know how sometimes you get a beer and it's light on your tongue, like it kind of feels like it's water, carbonated water. But this one kind of feels like that a little bit. But usually oatmeal will make it feel thicker, like oatmeal. Let's see, what's this beer remind me of? It reminds me a little bit of Guinness, a little bit. I think it's 6.5% ABV, which Guinness is 5, but pretty close. Usually these are a little less roasty, which I like it roasty, so it's fine. It's not quite roasty enough where it's like, oh, this is burnt, but roasty nonetheless. Or no smoke in it either, because those Rausch beers are weird. And the Bandit. Okay, so that's what that's like. Yeah, Guinness is what it reminds me of. Does this remind me of a story? Okay, mostly it just reminds me of Brewery-Brimley. You know, the diabetes guy that gets made fun of all the time for his diabetes commercials and stuff like that. Get your diabetes supplies from wherever it was that he was telling people to get their diabetes supplies from. It also reminds me of a movie that he was in, Cocoon. Now, you think of Wilford Brimley, because he's in there with all the old people, that he'd be like 70 when that movie was shot. Wilford Brimley was not. Wilford Brimley was only like 5 years older than, oh crud, what's his name? From Police Academy, and Cocoon. Steve something or another, that I don't remember his name right now. I'll probably think of it later, but that won't be while I'm talking to you guys. But yeah, he was only like 5 years older than the young guy in that movie. But at that point, Wilford Brimley was old. I mean, a gray mustache, gray hair. He looked old in that movie, which, I mean, fine. If you can get a deal playing an old guy on a movie, and you can keep playing an old guy for the next 20 years, 30 years, it's probably pretty good, which I mean, he did. He was the old guy for the next 30 years, back in the 80s. The really weird thing is, most of the time you think of stouts as something that you drink like in the fall maybe, or in the wintertime, because they should have lots of calories and you're looking for that, and they shouldn't be light on your tongue and feel like you're drinking water. But the summertime is really when I like to drink stouts, I think. Because, I don't know, it's different. And you get the light lagers all the time. But let's be real, I kind of like to drink stouts all the time. Nice dark beer, end of a day, beginning of a day. It's almost like drinking coffee. But the right color. Got that little bitterness to it. Yeah, like coffee. Real nice. Oh, Steve Gutenberg. That's the guy. See, told you I'd remember, but before I left you guys, not after. That was pretty good. I like that a lot. I'd have more, but I don't have any more because I bought this one from Horrocks, and I just bought the one because, you know, new. Yay. I've got a quote for you. This one comes from Muhammad Ali. He said, "Service to others is the rent you pay for your room here on earth." Do stuff for other people. Then you're not just taking up space. You're actually earning your space. Earn your space. People like that. Don't forget, you can find me on Untapped, YouTube, Twitter, and Instagram, all at @tubajake_69. Man. Tell me your stories. I like to hear them. Catch me next time when you got time for a beer.